What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Trunkfreshgreen34, and today the Disney Store saga is continuing, and we have a very unique piece to look at today. This is Crabby the Boat from the opening scenes in Cars 2. Crabby, to my knowledge, has not been made in any other scale. I don't even know if Mattel has done a plastic Crabby, which is what makes this Disney Store piece so cool. And there's other things too, of course, but this is just probably one of my favorite Disney Store releases of all time. And it's actually something that appeared in the movie, because a lot of my favorite Disney Store stuff, it didn't appear in the movie, but this did, and it looks fantastic. And it's so tall too, like it barely fits on my screen right now, like on the camera, because it is tall, and there's a reason for that. Specifically, this piece right here. But we'll get to that. So Crabby, I don't know when he was released from Disney Store. I'm assuming it was around the time Cars 2 came out, or at least like a year or two after that. Probably not any later. I can't imagine that they did this in like 2014 or 2015. Definitely between 2011 and 2013 though. And like I said, it's just a great piece, and it kind of scales with the 155 stuff, but not really. It's still nice to have, to say the least. But in any case, let's take him out of the water. So yes, Crabby is not bound to this water piece here. This is a piece that has wheels, as you can see, and it's made to look like he is treading through the water, and it looks fantastic. I love that they did this, and I love that it rolls, because it doesn't need to, but it does, and it's awesome. And the detail on it is just super great. Like, you can just see like the white in the water and how it's not all white. There's like streaks of blue, and it just looks so natural and so real. And yeah, there's like this groove down the middle, and as you can see, Crabby's got that little groove down there, so you would just sort of slide him in, and there you go. Now, of course, Crabby appears, like I said, in the opening scenes of Cars 2 for, he's just kind of like this random boat that Finn McMissile sort of hitched a ride in, and he was going to the oil rigs, but Tony Tryhall kind of threatened to kill Crabby, so Crabby's like, no, I'm getting out of here, and he looks to see where Finn is, and then Finn's gone. That's the extent of Crabby's role, but I don't know, I feel like a lot of people know Crabby and like Crabby just because he's from that, like, iconic scene in Cars 2. Like, I think the opening is a very memorable one. It's a strong one, and Crabby is a part of that. But yeah, enough about that. Let's actually talk about this boat itself. First of all, I don't think it works as an actual boat, so if you have a Crabby, do not try that. Second, scaling-wise, like I said, it doesn't really scale with the 155s, because as you can see, I'm going to have to flip them around here. The deck, the boat deck, like, you can probably get, let's take Sally's here. You can probably fit, no, I was gonna say you could probably fit, but it's like, she like barely fits. And then you've got the like crates where Finn was hiding, and that's definitely not gonna fit Finn. However, several years after this came out, mini racers were a thing. So you can kind of use this as a mini racer set. Now, he still doesn't fit in the crates, obviously, but he fits on the deck pretty nicely. So yeah, you could theoretically use this as a mini set. Now, we're going to move the water and just take a look at the boat. I have to be very careful because he won't stand, so I have to hold him. But he has a very Crabby expression, true to his name. The boat itself looks to be called the Northwestern. And we've got SH there, which looks to be some kind of emblem. I don't know much about boats and sailing, so if there's any experts, feel free to correct me in the comments. And yeah, he's white. all around up top here, and then has a blue line that separates the red under piece there. One thing I kind of like is the details that they put on him are great. They've got like, almost looks like rust and corrosion up top there, which, and you can see it more there as well. Like, that's such a random detail that they didn't need to add, but they did, and it looks great. We've got these, which I think are supposed to be lights, maybe? Might also just be guardrails, I'm not sure. His number is 29962. He's got another emblem there, I don't know what that one is. 3 little windows. And this, which looks to be, if I can move it, I thought maybe it was some kind of crane arm almost, but no, it looks to be attached, so maybe it's like, I actually have no idea what it would be, but again, that's why I said let me know in the comments. He doesn't have a sail, interestingly, but he does have like the spot for one, so maybe, I don't know, is Crabby supposed to, I'm assuming Crabby's supposed to be a motorboat then, of some kind, but why would he have the bit for the sail? That's really weird. I love all the detail with the tower here with the lights and the antenna and the little balcony. Like, it's such a well-detailed piece. I can't say enough good things about it. And then, of course, we have the crates back here that Fenwick Missile hides in, which, of course, are not to scale, but, again, that's fine. And then if we look here, you can see, kind of part of the, another, like, hiding spot. Looks like a lifeboat there, a very tiny one. A little tiny ladder. And then we've got a deck up here. Now this I don't think the Mini will fit on. Yeah, no. So the Mini Racer pretty much just fits on the lower deck, but that's fine. And here, this is supposed to be like the navigation area, so that's how Crabby knows where he's going. So I guess that answers the question of how do boats work in the Cars universe, because all of their, directions and speed and whatnot is controlled from outside here. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we got more of that, like, rust, corrosion there. I had to think of the word. Got a nice blue outline around the boat. And, yeah. Up top here, we have kind of some lines here, so kind of add some texture to the roof. I think that's supposed to be some kind of hat. Almost. It kind of looks like a hat. Reminds me of that TV show, Tugs. I don't know if anyone here would know what that show is. I've never watched it, but I've heard a lot about it. It was this show about talking tugboats, and they all had like little hats. Or at least it kind of looked like they had hats. That's kind of what this reminds me of. But yeah. That's basically it. He just looks so great. Like, I really want to show all the details on him. And, like, even the floor. Like, you can see the floor panel there. Looks like, I don't know what those are supposed to be, but look great. And there's the pointy piece that would go in the water and sail along. But yeah. That, definitely one of the best of the Disney Store cars that we've looked at thus far. Because the other two we've looked at have not even appeared in the movies. But this is fantastic. And since Mattel never made one, even in plastic form, I don't think, I'm very glad Disney Store stepped up and rose to the occasion. Because this is where the Disney Store shined. Was when they did something that Mattel hadn't done, and when it didn't appear when it did appear in the movie. Those two things on their own happened a lot. Like, they did a lot of stuff that Mattel didn't do, and a lot of stuff that appeared in the movie. But very rarely did they do stuff that Mattel had not done and actually was in the movie. Crabby applies to both of those things, and they did an outstanding job. Without a doubt, a top-tier Disney Store release. But I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on Crabby the Boat, both as a character and as this wonderful, well-crafted Disney Store item. I've already raved about it quite positively for the last 10 minutes, so I'm not going to go into that anymore. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and like I said, I'm going to continue doing Disney Store reviews, because I think it's fun to kind of shine a light on these items that many people either haven't seen or maybe they have seen but just don't have, and they want to get like a closer look at them, like Crabby here. Because I don't know how much Crabby costs online, but I can't imagine he's cheap. Because coming up on probably a decade old item, if not over a decade old, and I don't remember how much he cost when he released either, but it probably wasn't cheap because he got tall boat with the water that rolls, very well detailed. But yeah, very expensive, probably. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye now.